Welcome back to Spell and Math Tutorials. In today's tutorial, we're given a triangle and an angle bisector, and we need to find the measure of two angles. Before we begin, if you find this tutorial helpful, please remember to like, share, and or subscribe. So here we have a triangle. This triangle is EFG, and triangle EFG has an angle bisector, ED. And that creates two more angles, and we have expressions for each angle. The important thing to remember here is that whenever you have an angle bisector, what that means is that it actually creates two angles that are congruent. So here we see that this first angle with the expression 4x plus 13 is congruent to the other angle here with the expression 6x minus 3, and that corresponds to GED and angle FED. So because they're congruent, we can set these two expressions equal to each other, and then we'll solve 4x. So here we have 6x minus 3, and that there is equal to the 4x plus 13. Let's get our x's to one side by subtracting 4x from both sides. Here we have 6x minus the 4x to give us 2x. Rewrite the negative 3, and then we bring down the 13. Now let's move all of our constants to the other side. So we're going to add 3 to the left and right hand side. So here we're left with 2x, and then negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So I'm just going to write my equal sign, and then 13 plus the 3 that I move makes this here 16. And now we can divide both sides by 2 to isolate the x. So 2 divided by 2 gives us just x, and 16 divided by 2 gives us 8. So here we've calculated a value of 8 for the variable x. And now let's substitute this 8 back into each expression so that we can figure out the measures of each of those angles. And again, because they're bisected, these two should give us the same measurement. So here, let's take the 6, and we're going to substitute in an 8, and then we're going to subtract 3. Well, 6 times 8 is 48. And then 48 minus 3 is 45. And now we're expecting this other expression to also be 45. So here we have 4 is what's given. We're going to multiply that by 8. And then we're going to add 13 to that. Well, 4 times 8 is 32. And then 32 plus 13, well, I have a 3 in the tens place and a 1 in the tens place. So that's really 30 plus 10 to give us 40. And then plus the 2 is 42. And then plus the 3 is 45. So here that I see that both of those angles measure 45 degrees. Let's just put that in place. All right, well, that sums up this tutorial. Again, if you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.